Hello, this is Traveling Researcher's Diary's Linguist and Spacetime Anomaly MarieEdmunds. Today, we will be taking a tour of my Animal Crossing island before the release of the 3.0 update, which I plan to start a new island for. On this island, I have about 695 hours of playtime, and I based the entire island on a book theme. First, let's go ahead and look at my island's map. So to start off with, I have Tangy, Rosie, Punchy, Elvis, Mitzi, Kiki, Raymond, Rudy, Tom, and last but not least, Pearl. Kiki is actually my favorite villager, so I was really happy that I was able to get her. And as you can see, all of the residents on my islands are cats, because not only is that my favorite animal, they also are perfect for a book-themed island. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the tour of the island. All right, looks like someone's on their way here. Looks like we have a casual floaty thing Freya arriving from Apple. Let's go ahead and meet her at the front as soon as she arrives. Here she comes. Let's see. Hello, Freya. Freya from Apple is here to play. Yay! All right, let's go ahead and meet Freya at the front, and then we're going to begin our tour. Freya. Hello, Freya. All right, so let's start with a tour of my house and go from there. So let's head on in. Oh, there she comes. Welcome in, Freya. So since we are doing this video for my birthday, we have my birthday cake right here. Though it's technically last year's, so probably last year's birthday cake. But yeah, I love the snow, so we have a snowy theme going on here. Here's a place where we can do our work together. And there's a little reading spot, which Freya is immediately taking advantage of. All right, and let's go ahead and head into my bedroom. Yes. All right. So I originally made this room green because of the Nook rug, and I wanted this to be my Nook area. So you can see the Nook switch in the right corner over there, and we have some of the mom set and another desk to work at, which probably means I should do some study streams here, but I'm thinking of possibly starting a new Animal Crossing island for streaming, so we might be taking advantage of this on a different island. Yes. All right, so the next room we'll go to is my little guest room to the right. And here's the guest room. So we have a TV. We have Rover's picture. Rover is my favorite Animal Crossing character. And got some paintings in. And there's a Freya. This is Freya's room for when she stays over. Indeed. So it's a bit crowded, unfortunately. But we do what we can. Sorry, Freya. Because you gotta fit the TV and the couch in, you know? All right, so the next place we'll be going into is the kitchen. All right, so here we have the Turkey Day set, along with some of the Sanrio collaboration items, and the first anniversary cake. Yes. I also put all of my, what are these called? Awards on the walls, just because you can. And yeah, that's the kitchen. Oh my. And next, we'll go ahead and go on upstairs. Indeed. All right, upstairs we go. So upstairs is my library. Yes. So this is my library. We've got plenty of books here to read from, to pick from. And over here, we have another little guest room. This one's more antique travel themed. Thought it would fit the library, indeed. And on this wall, we have the Kiki poster. Kiki's my favorite villager. Yeah. And Brewster's photo, indeed. Not all of my photos are displayed, but I do have a lot of them in the storage at the moment. And the last area is the basement. Now, a lot of people like to make their basements dungeons, but I took the exact opposite approach. I made my basement a garden. We have the Kiki and Lala bed over here. I think this is the Kiki and Lala bed. Not 100% sure. And I love hydrangeas, so I put on the hydrangea wallpaper. And a little place to do some reading, which Freya is taking advantage of already. There we go. Now she's facing the right way. Yeah. So there's lots of places to do reading in here, which feels like maybe I should be doing study sessions here, like I said before, but yep, we'll see. So far, we've been doing study sessions in Spirit City and Ithia Magic Studies and the new On Together that came out. But yeah, that sums up my house, and let's go ahead and go outside. So I have two little cats sitting outside in their cat houses. This is Shotzi on the right and Sylvie on the left. No Mitzi yet, who's my cat. This is from my old account, and I just got Mitzi last year, so she hasn't been added in to the arrangement yet. I have Raymond that Freya is talking to, and another little reading spot, indeed. So we can read on the beach. Yay! And there's plenty of little free libraries around the area. So here's a place to do some laundry, and another little reading alcove up here, as well as a hidden book on the side of the cliff. And going down, here is bike parking. And there are books all over the island. Okay, and it looks like Freya has sat down right here, so that's cute. Another little free library reading area. And yep, here's the airport. And let's head on into the town hall area. So more places to read as always. And we have more this is a little crafting spot. And we have a chess set and some snacks in the shopping area. And heading down from the shopping area, we have some of our villagers. So my favorite villager is right here. We have Kiki. And we'll go ahead and go into Kiki's house. So I've done a lot since I have the Happy Home Academy expansion pack. I do have a lot of the villagers' houses decorated when I was not exactly happy with how their homes look. We've got a Freya talking to a Kiki here. Oh my. What could they be talking about? Kiki seems very surprised. All right. And heading out here. We can go to the next villager's house. So this is Rosie's house, who is right outside, indeed. I'm not exactly sure what she's wearing right now, but you know. And then let's go into this villager's house next. Yep. So this is Tom's house, and here's Tom in his natural habitat. Indeed. You're gonna tell I used the Happy Home Designer here again. And then for the next house, we have Rudy's house, and it seems Rudy is building something. I think I left his house the original way. Yeah. And here comes in Freya. Yeah, I think this is his original house, if I remember correctly. Okay, and that finishes up our tour of the west residential side of the island. And down here, I have the shell set, in addition to this little waterfall over here that I had built, where I put a bunch of Lily of the Valleys on top of. And, oh, there we go. And here's another reading area, so you can read together with somebody on the beach. Indeed. Freya and I can read together here with the candlelit light and folks. Indeed. So here's another little place to hang out, and here's Rosie hanging out in our beach reading area. Indeed. So there's the beach reading area. And continuing on, we have we have Stonehenge over here, and another little reading area right here. And the one place where you can get to is this little stool right here. So this is where you can read your books. Thank you for the claps, Freya. And a cute little path leading up to it. Surrounded by flowers. A lot of these ideas I did get from either YouTube videos or Pinterest back in 2020. Yeah. And here's my farm. We've got all of our different colors of pumpkins, and as well as all of the other varieties of plants. And we'll get to the north in a little bit. Yes. So here is the Able sisters. And here is Tom and Nooks, or not Tom and Nooks. Nooks Granny, there we go. It's still called Nooks Granny. I'm used to like the Wii version where you can upgrade all the way. Yeah, here's the next reading area. You can have some tea with books. Indeed. And there's plenty of people that can read here. And you can check out your books over here. Indeed. Yeah. From coming up from my house, you can get some cotton candy or popcorn, check out your free book over here, and do some crafts or puzzles. And there's a little book crate over here. Yeah. So next, we have the fountain area, where you can play some music and watch the water. And we have another waterfall in the background. Indeed. So, coming up next, we have a crossroads here. So we're going to go ahead and go to the south first, where we find a playground with another free library. And thank you, Rhea. And we also have another little reading area, like a little garden here to read in. Indeed. So, no books here, so you're gonna have to bring your own books for this area. And then this is a little writing area that you can take some solitude and write outside of the garden. And down here we have another neighborhood. And we have Pearl right here, who actually does not live in this neighborhood. This is Tangy's house. We'll go into Tangy's house first. I think I left her place default, if I remember correctly. So she has her fruit set, along with some other random things that I've given her. Displayed here. Yeah. And Tangy was one of my original villagers that I first got. Was it? I can't remember if it was the GameCube or the Wii version. I didn't play the DS version too much, but I had to keep Tangy on my island. Just because of the nostalgia. And over here we have Elvis's place. Now Elvis's place, I'm pretty sure I redid because he had ended up with a lot of random things in his house. So I redid his house to look a little bit more like his original house, I believe. And he has the chandelier too that I added in, making him look more like a king. And I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version, which I also intended to play in, this is he's named King. So yeah. All right, continuing on. So down here, I have an empty space to be able to build snowmen. Look, I was lucky and I got 2 perfect snowmen built here. One today and one yesterday, so that was very convenient. I'm usually not that good at building snowmen, but I got pretty lucky. And I don't have too many things on this beach, but over here is a fishing area, which is where the dock is with Cap'n, which I'm very excited for the new update coming. We'll see how it goes. I think I am going to be starting a new island for that, so we'll be able to explore that together. I'll probably get the beginning of the island started up on the 1st of January, so that we can start the new island with the new year, and we'll be ready for the update by the time it comes out. Yeah, so this is where I have my mermaid set. I thought a mermaid set near the sea would be nice. Yep, yep. And a little well over here. Another waterfall over here. And we'll get to that area up there in a bit. So yeah, over here we have the lighthouse. And a little place to hang out and watch over the sea. And we have a little cookout area. I thought this would be fun for activities in the next place. Freya just sat down here. There's a chair here. Alright, so in the next place that we'll look at is the little church I built. Because with the wedding set that came out for, I think it was the June Bride event, I wanted to be able to use the furniture from there, so I was like, why not build a cute little church? So it's a pretty fancy church, and there we go. We've got the organs playing, and the pews. Yeah, so that's the little church area. And you can then do cookouts for the church in the little area next to the sea. So the next place we will head to is my museum. Let's actually use the path. And we'll get back to the museum later, but let's just look at the museum outside first. So I have 2 fossils outside so that you can explore some history even without going out inside the museum. And we have a little lake here, some bugs on display. And so you can take a walk outside of the museum and still learn things even without going inside. And heading up here, we have a little observatory area because Celeste actually doesn't have her own area. So I thought that was kind of sad. So I decided to build her own area up here. Yeah. And a little jellyfish, because I thought the jellyfish was cute. And some of these little moss patches are from the Happy Home Designer expansion pack. I just thought they look really pretty, especially at night, to add to the celestial theme. But yeah, over here we have another little reading area on top of a cliff. And you can actually get up to here by climbing the... There we go. By climbing the vines over there. You can read your books over here. Yeah. Freya's posing over here. So cute. Alright. So next is the little cafe. So you can get your drink or cake here and do some reading in the cafe. Yes. And the next area I'm really happy with because this was inspired by when I studied abroad in Japan and went to Jimbocho. And my very first time in Jimbocho, there was a book festival going on, which I was so excited about. I bought so many books. Oh yeah, the super old ones that are like mysterious journals that you can't really figure out what they're saying because the handwriting is so like kind of, I don't know. The language is just so old and the handwriting is so old that you can't really figure out what they're saying. I bought a lot of those because I thought they were fun. So yeah, this is based off of Jimbocho's book area. And then we have a Mitzi up here, which is completely unrelated to my cat's name. My cat was actually named by Freya, who was like, she needs to be named Mitzi. I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know what to name her, so I think you have a great idea here. And Freya's talking to Mitzi, speaking of which. So yeah, this is Mitzi's house, which unfortunately we can't go into right now. But I did decorate her house. And this is Raymond's house. Yep, yep. So this is another little neighborhood. Surrounded by trees. Indeed. And the next area is a little bit of a hidden gem of a hot spring in here. So, this is a little area to hang out run by Red here. And here's the actual hot spring. So Red is starting a new job on the side because, you know, his business is a bit too shady that he can't really make enough money just from the shady business. So he decided to start a little hot springs on the side. Yep, yep. And you can also read in here. Or is how I have it set out. Yes. So this is the little hot springs area. And next, we have another library. This is the island's biggest attraction. The big library where you can check out any book you want. So here's a little reception desk and a little couch where you can read in. But the exciting thing is if you go on the second floor, you can actually hang out, get some free drinks over here, and hang out by the fireplace while reading your book with friends. Or if you have more technological needs, you can use the study room over here to look up anything you need, look up your books you need. If you're not asking the receptionist, you can work on some equations or whatnot over here and look up things in the encyclopedias. Yep. So that is the upstairs area of the library. So the next part is also hidden within the shelves. Well, first there's this not teleporter, but the little pipes over here. But if you head through the library between the shelves, you can find Red's hidden area behind his hot springs. And with great timing, Red actually happens to be here today. So here's a little gong here. And, yep, there's the gong. The Leaning Tower of Pisa and a little ship to represent Red's ship. Yes. So that was perfect timing here. There's Red's very shady hidden business. Also run your book stalls from back here. Indeed. There we go. And heading back over, we'll head outside of the other door into the campsite. So over here, we can take the moss-grown path up to the campsite. So in the campsite, we have, unfortunately, nobody here today, but we have a little Rossetti model, and we have another place to roast marshmallows by the fire while enjoying some books. And a campsite would not be complete without a tent. So over here, we have the tent and a little place to fish. Indeed. So that is our campsite and fishing area. Yep. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without a free library. And so here is Pearl's place. And over here is Cheese Place. And if you haven't noticed earlier, each house has their own gyroid. And over here is a little garden for where I am trying to breed flowers. I have still not gotten a blue rose, unfortunately. And you can see that I keep accidentally pressing the Y button instead of the A button because I'm too used to playing Story of Seasons. Yep. Or maybe that isn't even from Story of Seasons. That just might be from picking things up. Over here is another little activity area for snowmen and other things to grow. So no snowman over here at the moment, but this is where I tend to pick up fossils, as you can see here. Now let's go ahead and go to the next place. So over here we have a little antique market where they're selling various things. Of course, they're selling books, but they're also selling some other random things like boots or globes. And you can also get popcorn here. And there's Punchy himself. All right, so over here we have a little hidden seaside cafe where you can go ahead and get some tea and read your books here. Indeed. Yeah, I saw this idea online and I thought it was really cute. So yeah, here's another nice place to chill out by the sea. And over here is not complete yet, but I have been working on getting all of Celeste's Zodiac items. Whoop. Wait, is there something over there? No, there's not anything over there. Okay, I didn't think so, but yeah, that's not complete yet, but hopefully eventually. Yeah. So that's by the sea. And if we hop over here, this does take us back to the farm area, but we're going to go ahead and go back through here and head over to the last area of my island, which is the hidden library in the forest. So this is where all my fruit trees are. And there's also a place where you can hang out and read or play some piano. I wonder if Freya will play for us. Very cute. Yeah, this is actually one of the first places I built on my island. This is also where I try to keep all of my rocks and whatnot. So yeah, this is the forest, or the orchard might be more descriptive. All right. So now that we've gone through all of the areas, I believe, let's go ahead and head to the museum. Yee! All right, I'm actually going to take the path to the north because I think I forgot to mention that I made a little townhouse area here, which actually functions as a storage area as well. Yes, so let's head this way and go ahead and go to the museum. And thankfully we have Freya to join us as we run around our museum. Indeed. So, and here we go. All right. So I say, let's go ahead and go to the fossils first, and don't let Freya know, but oh, too late. Let's go to the fossils. Okay, we're gonna treat her to a drink at the end. Yes. So my fossil collection is complete, but it is the only complete exhibit I have. So here are all of the entrance fossils. And then I'll also show some of the little mini areas. So if we stand here, I believe, we can see some of the large dinosaur fossils. I almost said skeletons. Over here, we have another one. Look over here. And up here, we'll be able to see... It's a little bit morbid, but we can see... Oh, wait, maybe it wasn't from here. Wait, one second. I might have missed it. No running in the museum. Run to the museum. It might have only been from here, actually. You can see the... Yeah, this might be the morbid spot. You can see the comet at the top. Or asteroid? Forgot. Anyway. Yeah, so here's all the fossils in the main museum. And in the next room, we have the evolution area. So, the best thing about this part is where you can do, it's me! Or maybe, I think Freya turned into a monkey. Oh my. Or is it Freya? It's Freya! There we go. Freya will complete our lineup of all of the evolution. Yep. So that is the fossil area. Let's come out on top, actually, since we already went through that entrance. And let's go ahead and head to the fish area next, I would say. Let's go ahead and go over here. All right. So going down into the aquarium, we have... There we go. All right, into the aquarium. So unfortunately, my aquarium is not complete, but I think it's not too bad. So this is one of the cute exhibits. I especially like the betta fish. I used to have a betta fish, but that was a very long time ago. Indeed. And then my favorite in here is the turtle. I love turtles. Yeah. So over here we have our river fish floating through the river. And then we have over here a couple more fish. It's not complete, but you can see the big one back there. I've actually seen that in real life before, so that was fun. It's always fun to go into an aquarium after, like, having so much knowledge from Animal Crossing and be like, oh, I know about this specific fish from Animal Crossing. I feel like all my, my zoological knowledge comes from Animal Crossing. Yeah, so here's another exhibit. And next over here, Unfortunately, this one, it doesn't look like it's complete yet. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly what's supposed to be there, but we have a couple of fish in here. Yep. And just go ahead and run up here. And I think this is fun. Sit down. There we go. We're in a submarine or something like that. Alright, and next up, I love this one because of the little jellyfish underneath us. And the angelfish are also very, very cute up here. Indeed. And then over here we have some of the coral reefs. I love these little guys. They're so cute. The little garden eels. Oop, they're so shy. And then over here, there we go. We can see above a little bit, but it's a little hard to see any fish from this angle, I've noticed. So let's go ahead and head down and be in the water with the fish. Indeed. Here we go. So we are also fish in this aquarium now. Yeah. Yay. All right. And then heading down, we have a little guy cleaning our aquarium. Indeed. Yeah. That is it for the aquarium area, and let's go ahead and head to the bugs. Let's wait for Freya over here. There she is. All right. So we have our cicadas over here making a ruckus. And let's go ahead and go north, and then we'll head around and do the butterfly pavilion last, I think. Do our best not to step on any bugs. Let's go ahead and head this way. And we'll head to that area later, but let's run around the butterflies over here real quick. And up here where we have some of our beetles. We have a koi fish in there. I didn't realize that. And then we have over here the main exhibit, which is not going on right now, but usually there are beetle fights going on over here. Level 1. Indeed. But yeah. All the beetles are resting from their fighting, it looks like right now. That might only be at night. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. That's it for this area. Yeah, I can't remember if that's only at a specific time or if it's just luck whether they're fighting or not. Yeah, so we have some more bugs stored in here. And we have a dung beetle down there. And we have some of our bugs in the research room. And over here we have some of the exhibits, like the ant area. And we have a couple more stored in here. And over here we have our leaf bug. And orchid mantis, I believe. And I think there's a moth in there. Yeah, that's it for that room. And last is the beautiful butterfly pavilion. Indeed. They're so pretty. I also just love hydrangeas, so that just makes everything even better. Let's sit with Freya over here. Maybe. Maybe. There you go. Here. Ta-dun. Alright. Continuing on. Yeah. Alright. We have some more fish in here. And probably more bugs, but I don't see any. Yeah. Yeah, so that's everything for our bug area. Let's head to the paintings next. Yes, I think the only one we have left is the painting, and then we'll treat Freya to some coffee. Indeed. All right, let's go. So I don't have everything complete here, but we do have most of the statues here. And Heading down, we have a lot of the paintings. Not all of them, unfortunately, but many of them. And this is a ding. Indeed. Yep, yep. I really like this painting. And then, unfortunately, I don't know what's supposed to be here. But I do have... This one, I just remember, like, the only difference between this one and the real one is that the hand isn't resting on the curtain, and it's, like, flat. And then we have the star earring and the amount of, like, milk pouring out of the jug kind of thing. Why do I have some of these memorized? We got the Mona Lisa here. Indeed. And yeah, that's it for the painting area. And let's go treat Freya. Indeed. All right. So let's go ahead and sit down. I think Freya has to sit down first, if I remember correctly, for me to be able to treat her. Hopefully. Let's see. There we go. Okay, great, great, great. Right, that's 2 cups of coffee. So 400 bells total. How will you be paying? I'll cover it. Understood. You'll be paying for everyone. I'll have those out in a moment. Thanks for waiting. Your drinks are ready. Here you go. I hope you enjoyed your coffee, Freya. Ooh, thank you very much. Yeah. So we've treated Freya to her coffee. Yay, I'm glad you liked it. Yay. All right. Very cute. All right, I think that covers all of the island. So I guess we will go ahead and see Freya off here. I'm not forgetting anything. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Thank you so much for coming, Freya. Very cute. All right, let's follow her in and see her off. Oop, off she goes. Thank you for coming, Freya. I appreciated your company, and I hope all of you enjoyed Freya's company as well. Yes. Safe travels, Freya. Indeed. All right. Let's head on over. Dodo Airline. Very cute. I still love that they have the dodos running the airline since they can't fly. Ooh. Hey, good to see you. You should say hi to Lottie when you can. Sounds good. Alright. But first of all, let's take a tour of this island. So we'll see the inside of a... Whoop. Wait, I saw a bottle. We must pick up the bottle. Alright. Let's go ahead and run around here real quick. Okay. And let's head in here. I think this is our cafe. And let's see how I decorated it. I haven't been here in a while, so... Welcome to the most delicious job I've ever had. Alright. So this is our little seaside cafe here. It's been so long, I'm not even sure how I decorated places anymore. It was neat to see you here, and it'll be neat next time too. Hop along. Oh my. Alright. Let's go ahead and head to the next place. So I believe this is the restaurant. And it's a very fancy restaurant. Come in and find yourself a seat. Indeed. Alright, so here is the front restaurant area. And in the back, we have the kitchen area. Indeed. Alright, and let's go ahead and go to the clothing shop next. I think I made it very fancy, if I remember correctly. I think all the areas in this island are pretty fancy, if I remember what I did before. I mostly just use the recommended or the required furniture, if I remember correctly. Hello! Shari was actually one of my first villagers I got in New Horizons. Indeed. It was Shari and, what was his name? The robot bird. Indeed. But as you could probably tell from all of my villagers, all of them are cats. So, yeah. Alright. So that's that. And we'll run along behind here just for the sake of it. And we'll climb up here just because. Just in case people who do not have the Happy Home Academy expansion would like to see. This is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and visit the hospital next. Oop. There we go. Alright, here's our reception desk. And in the back we have the exam room. Yep. Thank you. You take care of yourself too. Indeed. Alright. So... Oh, Kiki! What are you doing here? Did she come to visit too? Alright. And next is our school. I think that's actually last, actually. So we can go see what furniture is in the work area today. So yeah. On the left side, we have the science room. And on the right side, we have the literature and humanities room. Indeed. Math and science over here. And humanities and literature over here. Indeed. So yeah, that is the tour of the island over here. And let's go ahead and last, before we do, I show you guys some of the achievements I've gotten. Let's go ahead and look at all the rooms. Hey, what's up? I want to visit a home. Okay, then I'm your guide. Where do you want to go? So we're just going to look at the photos. But I want to at least show you all the photos of all of the different areas. So we've got Rover, Celeste, Nook, and then we have Shari, Katie, and Marina. I also really like Tommy and Timmy. Then we have Toby, Diana, and Barld. We have Chai, Etoile, and of course Kiki. Then we have Flurry, Rold, and Deidre and Faith, who are roommates. And we have Ellie, Freya, another Freya, oh my, Gladys, and Whitney, Felicity, and Coco, and then Pecco, Louise, Claude, Kurt, Chester, Vesta, Blair, Pudge, and Tybalt. Alright. Change your plans, that's okay. Come see me when you change them again. Alright, let's go ahead and actually... Baking sheet is standing by. What is your flight plan, pencil case? Let's visit Harv's Island. Harv's Island? Roger that, good buddy. Sound good. I can set you up right now, but are you ready? All packed and stuff. Time for takeoff. Roger. Let's pack snacks and make tracks. Touchdown like scrapbooking in a photo album. We are parked and proud. Give a quack to wing back. So, I'm sure many of you are familiar with Harv's Island already, but I figured I would do a quick run around, especially since Tortimer. I'm so glad Tortimer's here. Makes me so happy. Yeah, of course Red's at our island right now, so he's not here. And there we go. So that is Harv's Island. And let's go ahead and back home, and let's go back home, and I will give you a tour of the achievements. You want to bust Bunsen burners and bounce back to Pear Town? Yep. Roger. Let's pack snacks and make tracks. Okay, so here are the different Nook Miles achievements that I've unlocked. I started my island on March 20th of 2020, so you see that there. And the most recent stamp I got was actually for building 20 snowmen, which I had actually unlocked on Christmas, so I thought that was pretty fun. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't unlocked all of the different Nook Miles available, and if anybody knows what these different ones are that I have not unlocked, please let me know, because I had been previously trying to unlock all of them, but wasn't able to. And yeah, so those were all the different Nook Miles achievements that I have unlocked so far. And, oh yes, let me show you the Critterpedia as well. So, I haven't, as I said before, haven't filled out all of the Critterpedia, but most of the Critterpedia is in there. I tried one year by using the app to try to figure out everything that I needed, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch them all. But yeah, that's everything we have here. So these are all the photos that I do not have placed outside. So I have Tom Nook's photo, Timmy and Tommy's photo, Isabel's photo, Paradise Planning photo, Celeste's photo, Rover's photo, Rattle's photo, Hopkins' photo, Cookie's photo, Mitzi's photo, Lolly's photo, Bob's photo, Kitty's photo, Jingle's photo, Bud's photo, Elvis's photo, Mott's photo, Sherry's photo, Eva's photo, and Sprocket's photo. Yep. And Sherry and Sprocket were my starting villagers, indeed. So yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the tour now. So let's go ahead and head outside and end out here. I hope you all enjoyed the tour, and that I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you again next time. This was a video taken from my birthday on the 21st. And also, this is also a last look at my island before the update. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Have a great day, and goodbye.